Companies are about to spend trillions of dollars on artificial intelligence. But if you look at the research, a shocking picture appears. One S&P Global report found that 42% of companies gave up on most of their AI projects in 2025. And for some of the newer AI, it's even worse, with failure rates as high as 95%. So, what is going on? How can so much money and so much effort lead to so little success? It's because most of the companies are making the exact same huge mistake. They're spending billions to plug AI into their old, broken way of doing things. They're treating this world changing technology like it's just another software update. It's like taking a powerful jet engine and strapping it on a horse drawn carriage. It's a recipe for disaster. In this video, I'm going to show you why that approach is doomed, and more importantly, how the smartest companies are doing the exact opposite. They're using AI to build their business from the ground up to win the next decade. So, why do so many smart leaders fall into this trap? It's because the idea of just plugging in AI is incredibly tempting. It feels like the easy, low risk option. You just take this shiny new tool and point it at an old problem. You want better customer service? Plug in a chatbot. You want to make marketing faster? Use an AI to write your posts. You want to help sales teams? Automate their paperwork. These feel like quick wins. They promise a small boost without the messy, hard work of real change. You get to tell everyone you have an AI strategy, and the project feels safe and easy to manage. It's like trying to run a brand new, powerful app on an old flip phone. It's not the app's fault it can't work. The old hardware just can't handle it. This is the number one reason AI projects fail. It's the path of least resistance. You're not changing how you do business, you're just trying to do the same old things a little bit faster. The focus is on automating a few small tasks, not rethinking the work itself. And while it might feel like progress for a moment, you're just not setting yourself up for disappointment, but you're building a machine that is guaranteed to fail. Now, let's go back to our analogy. You've strapped a jet engine to an old wooden carriage. What happens when you hit the on switch? For a split second, you might move faster than any carriage has ever moved. But almost right away, the massive force is too much for the old wooden frame. The wooden wheels splinter, the axles snap. The whole structure, which was only built for the slow pace of a horse, shatters into a million pieces. You didn't create a new way to travel. You just made a very expensive mess. This is exactly what happens when you plug powerful AI into an old business system. The old way of doing things just can't keep up. Here's how it breaks down. First, you have the data dilemma. AI runs on data. It's the fuel for your jet engine. But the kind of fuel that most companies have is a mess. It's stored in a different places that don't connect and talk to each other. It's wrong, it's old, and it's full of errors. Think of it like trying to run that jet engine on dirty, contaminated water instead of a clean fuel. A recent PEX network report found that 52% of companies, the quality of their data is single biggest thing stopping them from using AI. When you feed garbage data into a smart AI, you get garbage results. The engine just sputters and dies. Second, you crash into the people problem. Your old business was built for people to follow a set of instructions, like players in a team. Now, you don't drop in an AI that can do a huge part of their old job and think nothing will happen. Suddenly, everything changes. Without a new plan, fear and confusion takes over. People see AI as a threat that is here to take their jobs, not as a tool to help them. The driver of the horse drawn carriage has no idea how to fly a jet. They haven't been trained for this job role, so they either fight against the change or the whole project grinds to a halt. And third, you face the value mirage. Now, this is the sneakiest problem of all because you're just putting AI on top of your old slow processes. You never get the results you were promised. Sure, you might make something faster, but you'll never get something that is huge. You may get something that's 10 times faster, but you'll never get the X improvement that AI can actually deliver. You're making the horse carriage go a little faster, but you're nowhere near flying. This is why so many AI projects don't show a real return on investment. They deliver tiny gains when they promised a revolution. And that's when the bosses get fed up and pull the plug. Now, if you're finding this breakdown useful, make sure to subscribe for more insights on how to win with AI. So, if plugging AI into old systems is the biggest mistake, what's the right way of doing things? The answer is very simple, but it's very harder to do. You don't upgrade the carriage, you build a whole new vehicle. The smartest companies aren't asking, how can we use AI in our business? They're asking, how can we use AI to completely reinvent our business? This is about moving from AI as a small tool to AI at the heart of your entire strategy. Now, here's how winners are doing it. First, they lead with a destination, not the technology. For the best companies, the starting point isn't the AI, it's the goal. They don't start by saying, we need an AI chatbot. They start by saying, we need to create an amazing customer service, and AI will be the engine that gets us there. Now, a recent McKinsey survey found that three-quarters of leaders expect Gen AI to cause huge disruptive change in their industry. They are deciding on a new destination first, then building the AI powered vehicle to reach. Second is they build a new AI first system. Instead of thinking and forcing AI into old, rigid structures, they're redesigning how work gets done to be fast, smart, and build around people and AI working together. It's less like a fixed assembly line and more like an intelligent, flexible team. This is the future of work. In fact, Gartner predicts that by 2028, AI agents will be making 15% of our daily work decisions for us. Now, this changes the boring, repetitive stuff and frees up people to become more strategic thinkers who guide the system. In fact, research from Deloitte shows companies that do this are already seeing big jumps in their productivity. Third is they create a culture of co-pilots. The best leaders change the conversation around AI. It's not a tool that replaces people, it's a co-pilot that makes them better. The idea is key. It turns fear into opportunity. Your employees are no longer the carriage drivers. They are pilot of a jet using AI to see further, move faster, and make smarter choices than ever before. This teamwork between human knowledge and machine intelligence is how you get amazing results. As Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella said, AI is redefining how we create strategies. This isn't about replacing human judgment, it's about making it superpower. So, what's the bottom line? Companies are wasting billions by making one huge mistake. They're treating AI like a shiny new accessory for their old way of doing things. They're strapping a jet engine onto a horse drawn carriage. As we have seen, that carriage is going to crash. It will fail because of bad data, confused people, and its failure to create real game changing values. The true path forward isn't about small fixes, it's about a complete reinvention. The companies that will win the next decade are the ones that lead with a bold new plan to build a new AI first system and create a culture where human and AI work together as co pilots. So, the question I leave you with is this: in your company, are you trying to build a faster horse drawn carriage, or are you designing the jet that will own the skies? The choice you make will define the future. Let me know what you think in the comments. What's the next biggest AI challenge you're facing right now? Thank you.